A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today is the 6th lecture of chapter 6 application of derivative. In previous lecture I was discussing exercise 6.2 numericals. So some question is left in exercise 6.2. So now let us start with the question of exercise 6.2. Now question number 1 is, show that the function given by fx is equal to e to the power 2x is strictly increasing on r. Strictly increasing on r means for every real values of x the function is strictly increasing. So solution is the given function fx is equal to e to the power 2x. It is the given function fx is equal to e to the power 2x. So first of all you will differentiate the function, then f dash x, what will be the value? D by dx of e to the power 2x, and the result you will get 2 times e to the power 2x. 2 times e to the power 2x means f dash x is equal to 2 times e to the power 2x for small x belongs to real, f dash x is greater than 0 for all small x belongs to real. Since therefore function f is increasing or strictly increasing, function f is strictly increasing on r. So this is the answer. See, now come to the next question. Question number 2 is, show that the function given by fx is equal to sin x is, first part, strictly increasing in 0 to pi by 2. We have to show this function is strictly increasing in 0 to pi by 2, and show that strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi, and neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. So first part we are going to show the given function, fx is equal to sin x. When you will differentiate, its result will be f dash x will be equal to sin x differentiation cos x. And suppose this is the quadrant 0 degree, pi by 2, pi. So 0 to pi by 2, we are going to check the value of f dash x in 0 to pi by 2, what is positive or negative. So in first quadrant all is positive, so f dash x is greater than 0 in or for all x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, you can say 0 to pi by 2. So function f is increasing. So you can say function f is increasing in 0 to pi by 2. Now for decreasing, this is the first part answer. For decreasing, if I will check the value of f dash x in pi by 2 to pi, pi by 2 to pi means second quadrant, x belongs to pi by 2 to pi lies in second quadrant, and in second quadrant value of cos is negative. So since f dash x is less than 0 for all small x belongs to pi by 2 to pi, so you can say therefore function f is decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Function f is decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. So now come to the third point, neither increasing nor decreasing. In case of neither increasing nor decreasing, you can write for C, f dash x is greater than 0 or and f dash x is less than 0 in 0 to pi. So the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore function f is neither increasing nor decreasing. So this is completed part. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is find the intervals in which the function f is given by fx is equal to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7 is strictly increasing. This is the first part, and strictly decreasing. We have to find out the intervals in which the function is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So see, the given function fx is equal to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7. This is the given function, and through this function you will find out f dash x. So what will be the value of f dash x? F dash x will be, this will be 6x square, this will be minus 6x minus 36 and plus 0. You can take common 6 from these three terms. So what will be the result? 6 in bracket x square minus x minus 6, and after factor its result is 6 times x square minus x minus 6. Result you can write x minus 3 and x plus 2. When you will multiply, you will get the result x square minus x minus 6. So this is the values of f dash x. Consider equation 1, and we have to find out the intervals in which the function is strictly increasing. For strictly increasing, you will compare with greater than 0 with f dash x. So case 1, for strictly increasing function, f dash x will greater than 0. So 6 times x minus 3 x plus 2 will greater than 0, and now you can see minus 3 and minus 3 x minus 3 and x plus 2. When you will solve it by using inequalities, you will get the result minus infinity to minus 2 and 3 to infinity. Means for this function, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 union three to infinity. This is the interval in which the function is increasing. And now for strictly decreasing, case 2, consider case 2. For strictly decreasing function, f dash x will lesser than 0. So 6 times x minus 3 and x plus 2 will less than 0. This is minus 2 and 3 result, and its result will be x belongs to minus 2 to 3 in open intervals. So minus 2 to 3 is the decreasing intervals, and the minus infinity to minus 2 and 3 to infinity, this is increasing intervals. So see here, this will be the answer, and when you draw on number line, this is minus 2 and this is 3, and minus 2 and 3 divides the number line into 2. 3 reason. First reason is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Third interval is x belongs to 3 to infinity, and this interval minus 2 to 3, x belongs to minus 2 to 3 in open intervals. So this is the complete solution. Now see, now come to the question number 4. Question number 4 is find the values of x for which y is equal to in square bracket x into x minus 2 whole square is an increasing function. We have to find out the values of x for which the function is increasing. So write the function the given function fx is equal to x times x minus 2 power 2, and when you will differentiate means find f dash x, then x square differentiation you know, 2 times this result, and x square x minus 2, and this differentiation will be x square minus 2x differentiation will be 2x minus 2, So this is the exact differentiation, and its result, when you will take common 2, then it will be 4, and 4 times x minus 1 and x minus 2. 4 times x minus 1 and x minus 2. So this is the values of f dash x. We have to find out the values of x for which the function is increasing. So what we have to do, first of all, you will equating to, for increasing function, f dash x will be greater than 0. This implies 4 times its differentiation is x square minus 2x, x square minus 2x means 2x minus 2, right? So its result is 1x is extra here, 4 times x. So 4 times x, x minus 1, x minus 2 greater than 0 in case, what you can say, 4 is always greater than 0, and what can you say about x? X is not less than equal to 0, less than 0, since x cannot be less than 0. This implies x minus 1 is greater than 0, or x minus 2 is greater than 0. X minus 1 is greater than 0, x minus 2 is greater than 0, or you can say both term can be negative. So x minus 1 is less than 0 and x minus 2 less than 0. So when you will draw the number line, on the number line, then what you will get the result? Get the result, x cannot be less than 0, x is x minus 1, x minus 1 is greater than 0, x minus 2 is greater than 0, or x minus 1 is less than 0, or x minus 2 is less than 0. And always remember, x is not less than 0. So you will get the result. First, second, third and fourth, when you will draw number line excluding this part, you will get 1, 2, x is belongs to minus infinity to 1 excluding this part, and this is 2 to infinity. But when you will include this, its result will be x belongs to 0 to 1 union, 0 to 1 union, 2 to infinity. This will be the answer of the increasing range. So 0 to 1 and 2 to infinity is the intervals in which the function is. Therefore, the intervals (0 to 1) union 2 to infinity in which the function f(x) is equal to x minus 2 whole square is increasing. Is increasing. So this is the answer. Now come to the question number 5. Now come to question number 5. Question number 5 is prove that 4 sin theta upon में 2 plus cos theta minus theta is increasing function. Increasing function of theta in 0 to pi by 2 in closed intervals. We have to show that the given function is increasing in this intervals. So first of all you have to write the function. So solution is here. The given function fx is equal to 4 sin theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta minus theta, and you have to differentiate. Then f dash x will be equal to gx into d by dx of fx 2 plus cos theta into 4 times cos theta minus 4 times sin theta into its differentiation is minus sin theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square minus 1. Theta differentiation is 1. You have differentiate with respect to theta, dy by d theta. So after calculation its result will be, this is 8 times cos theta and 4 times cos square theta. So 8 times cos theta plus 4 times cos square theta plus 4 times sin square theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square, and its result is 4. So 8 cos theta plus 4 whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square minus 1. So this is the differentiation part. This is 1. Now prove that y is equal to this is increasing in 0 to pi by 2. Now you will see in this whole expression, this is cos theta, this is cos theta, and 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, this result will be positive. It means this result, whole result is positive. So how you can say its result is greater than 0? You expand this function, then f dash x will be equal to 8 cos theta plus 4 minus 4 cos square theta minus cos square theta, and next minus 4 cos theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square, and plus 4 minus 4 term will cancel out, and this result is plus 4 theta minus 4 cos square theta minus cos square theta, and after taking cos theta common, then what you will get the result you will get 4 times cos theta minus cos square theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square, and its denominator value is always positive because this is square term, and taking cos theta common, so f dash x will be equal to cos theta in bracket 4 minus cos theta whole upon 2 plus cos theta whole square, and this result is positive, this result is positive, this result is always positive, 2 upon cos theta whole square. So what you will get the result, this whole 3 terms is positive, so f dash x is greater than 0. So now you can say f dash x is greater than 0 means plus plus whole upon plus, this result is greater than 0. Now you can say f dash x is greater than 0 in zero to pi by 2. Hence proof. Hence proof. Now see here, cos theta is positive in first quadrant, this will be positive in first quadrant, so 0 and 1 is the maximum maximum value, so its result will be approx 4 or less than 4 can be. So this result is positive, 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 you will get greater than 0. So f dash x is positive in 0 to pi by 2. So you can say f function is increasing in the given intervals. Now completed. Now come to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 is, now see, question number 6. Question number 6 is, find the least value of a such that the function fx is x square plus ax plus 1 is increasing on these intervals. So we have to find out the values of a for which the function is increasing in these intervals. Interval is given 1 to 2 in open intervals. So write the function. The given function fx is equal to x square plus ax plus 1. Now f dash x can be written as 2x plus a. Consider equation 1. And since the given interval in which the function is increasing the function is increasing, that is x belongs to 1 to 2, means you can say x is greater than 1 less than 2. Now see, here is the function f dash x 2x plus a, then you have to multiply 2 in this inequality, you will get 2 is less than 2x is less than 4 and a also. So adding a in this inequality, 2x plus a is less than 4 plus a. So for 2x plus a, there is a given intervals, that is 2 plus a and 4 plus a. Least value of a for which the function is increasing, so you will equating to 0. 2 plus a is equal to 0, then a you will get minus 2. Say, since 2 plus a you will equating to 0, to get least value of a, this implies a is equal to minus 2. So a is equal to minus 2 is the value at which the function is increasing. See, a is equal to minus 2 is the value for which the function is increasing. Now come to the next question. Question number 7 is prove that the given function fx is equal to log of sin x is strictly increasing on this closed interval 0 to pi by 2. So write the function. The given function fx is equal to log of sin x, and after differentiation you will get f dash x. Therefore f dash x result will be equal to log differentiation 1 upon sin x into sin differentiation cos x, and the result you will get cot x. So f dash x is equal to cot x. F dash x is equal to cot x, and x is the interval between 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 means this interval 0 to pi by 2 means x belongs to pi by 2 lies in first quadrant, and in first quadrant the value of cot is positive. So f dash x is positive or greater than 0. Since f dash x is greater than 0 for all small x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, so therefore function f is strictly increasing on 0 to pi by 2, on 0 to pi by 2. So this is the interval in which the function is increasing. And what can you say about pi by 2 to pi? Suppose this is 0, pi by 2 and pi. Between pi to pi by 2 in closed interval the function is increasing, and pi by 2 to pi means in second quadrant pi by 2 to pi the value of cot is negative. Then what you can say for second quadrant? You can say f dash x is less than 0 in or on for all small x belongs to pi by 2 to pi, because this will lie in second quadrant, and in second quadrant the value of cot is negative. So if question asks intervals in which the function is decreasing, then interval will be pi by 2 to pi. Pi by 2 to pi is the interval in which function f is decreasing.